In this video, let's talk about how to deal with hagglers. Hagglers are different from negotiating, okay?
This video is brought to you by EpiPie's Academy.
Negotiating is something fair. You should never be ashamed about it. It's part of business. Haggling are people, these are people who wear you down on price. Just keep on asking, inch by inch, centimeter by centimeter. They just nag you down, ask for this, ask for that. The negotiation takes forever. They waste your time. And most of the time, guess what? They don't even buy, but they're like, well, this is not as good as I wanted. So can you bring down the price? And then now that is not as good, and that competitor has something better. So can you bring the price down again? At some point, there's a gray area and a thin line between being a professional person who's negotiating, that's totally fine, and someone who's a haggler who just wants to take advantage of you and doesn't care about the work that you do and the business that you run. So you can entertain them for a little bit. You can offer lower packages of value to them. You can, just go down in price with them, but accordingly take out a lot of the things you'll be giving them. Okay, so that's fine. There's some point until you can do that. At some point, it's just going to be a waste of time to keep talking to them. So in a way, it's going to be detrimental to you. They'll bring down the price so low that there's no profit in it for you, and that you'll be like, the time you spend with them is time you could be doing something else that's more worthwhile with your business. So you want to minimize that time. So you just want to say no. And you won't believe me when I tell you this, but there are, let's say, in every business, if you think of a bell curve, the bottom 5% of the clients or the bottom 1% of the clients, they are worse across the board, meaning usually the people who haggle are sometimes the people who are the same people who leave you the bad reviews, are unhappy with your product or service. They complain. They can never get enough for their value. They always second guess you. They want so much for the little that they pay. Maybe understandably so, because maybe they don't have a lot of money, but they turn out to be the most time-wasting customers that you might have. They might end up getting a refund. They might hurt your business by leaving a bad review. You just don't want them. And legitimately, it might sound like a little bit far-fetched, but these are the people that at some point, maybe not in the beginning of your business, but at some point of your business, you'll develop a sense of smell, in a sense. You'll develop like a sixth sense of, you'll be able to tell who are the kinds of people who are going to become such bad customers. And to those customers, you just say, hey, I can't take on any more clients, but I know that this business is taking on more clients. And you literally send them to your competitor. But this is only maybe the bottom 1% of your clients that you want to do this with. And it's almost a little bit too sarcastic, too like unbelievable for me to say that, and it's hard to do, right? It's hard to turn away a client and actually send them to a competitor, but you can do that for the very, very, very bottom, the worst, okay, clients. Now, if you want to make the deal and they're haggling you down, and they're asking for more and they want to pay less, there are things you can ask for in exchange. Sometimes I ask for the following. Depending, of course, on what the product or service is, I ask them, sometimes they can help me with some labor. It's not uncommon because I'm a solopreneur, and I don't have that many resources, and there are some things that I need help with. Every once in a while, that are easy to do for someone else, or maybe that I know that some person has certain expertise in some area. So I may ask for some labor in return, and I can then ask for less cash, but then I can ask for a lot more labor. Or I can ask for promotion in return. Sometimes the promotion is them promoting on social media. Sometimes if they have a website, they can link to me, or sometimes they might leave a nice review, or anything else that you currently need in your business. If they keep asking for stuff and asking for stuff and asking for stuff, then you just tell them, okay, I'll come down on the price, but you have to do this and this and this for me. And if they complain, like, oh my God, you're making me do too much, then you tell them, hey, I'm giving you an amazing discount. That's why that's why I need you to do this. And that's the argument that most people will appreciate. Some people, they're not good. They're not great because they want cheap price and they don't want to help you. Those are good. Those are good potential people to send to your competitors, of course. But most people will understand. Hey, I'm getting a good price. I need to help this person who's giving me the good price in some way. And then you can ask for a lot of things. Sometimes even things that are more valuable than just cash. Maybe more labor than the cash would have bought, or something like that. So these are my tips to deal with hagglers. And you see there are three strategies. One is to not deal with them. One is to negotiate to some degree. And one is to ask for things literally in return.